I'm really sorry that your videos actually came late. Yes, there was an accident that happened yesterday and I needed to be there because it was really fatal, and I thank God we were able to put everything under control. Today is the last class for this teaching class. Yes, teaching class for this training. And today I'll be talking about telematics. Don't be surprised that today I'm actually sitting there. Yes, because what I'm talking about today, it's all about, system, it's all about technology. So I don't need to sit down on it, you understand. So right now, I'm going to talk about telematics. Really, during the training, I've been mentioning telematics. So your handout is so full today. So I urge you all and I'm pleading that you should take your time to go through the handout, to read it. Make sure you read it. Take your time to read it, because this is the main course of fleet management. There's no how you talk about fleet management that you don't mention telematics. But in Nigeria here, we're a bit far behind from the rest of the world when it comes to technology in managing our transportation. We are really far behind. And as time goes by, I've said it before, in another 2 years or 3 years to come, if you are not using telematics, you'll just be, your company might not be, you'll be far behind, because companies now, most big companies are now making use of fleet owners that owns trackers in their truck. So in order for them to track their goods, so it gets to a stage that if you don't have a tracker in your truck, you may not be able to get load to carry. So this is very important. Through your handout, I don't know if you can actually access the system like this. Really, that is why I'm sitting down in order for you to have a glimpse of what I'm actually going to talk about today. So if you look at my system here, you see an image. This is how the device actually works. From the data, which is either your mobile phone or tablet or computer, wherever, the device would have already been inserted inside or installed inside your vehicle. That is the vehicle. Then that is in a cellular network. All the device tracker or any form of the telematics device uses either Wi-Fi or cellular data. They would have inserted either SIM card of any network they intend to use in the device, and before they install it inside your vehicle. So that is it. Then the secure server. When installing, they will have a principal admin. It's the principal admin that has the full access to all the software and everything, and the mobilization and distribution of those who have access to that actual device. So, and that is the fleet management software in your own back end, probably in your office or in your office. So that is basically the way it was. Can you see it? Can you see it? So from your handout, you have a better view of what it looks like. So like I said earlier, even though it is motorcycle you are actually using, you can still make use, in as much as it is road transport, even air transport, they are actually traveling. In the airports, it is still the same technology that we use, to know where the planes are at the moment. It will be showing them that it is, even though all this Uber, it is still telematics they are using to operate their business. So what is telematics? It's a broad term. It's derived from a French word which is called telematique, which itself is a permanent of the French words of telecommunications and informatics or computing science. These days, when you hear the word telematics, it's as if it relates to commercial application. it implies that it refers to vehicles. Telematics at present includes technology to send and receive store information, which I mentioned earlier, technology that communicates with and controls remote of objects, satellite investigation system integrated with computers or mobile devices, like I mentioned earlier, telecommunication and information system capable of controlling the activities and the motion of your vehicle. I can see that that is very, very powerful. So, and in the industry now, like I said earlier, I mentioned earlier, telematics is growing so fast because it makes transport business easy for people. All the stress of managing your driver, managing the activities of your truck, managing maintenance and all, everything is put together in just one device, to help you, to relieve you, and to also help you to reduce cost of running your fleet business. If you go through this handout very well, you will understand that with this, I don't think, with time safe, some companies, it might affect even operating, they will not be having so much staff, because right from your bedroom you will know where your truck is, you know the situation of your truck. Even customers will know the situation of their goods and where their goods are. Right from my mobile phone, I can easily say, okay, the load they actually booked for me, they know where the goods are and everything. So it's even growing that to get to a stage that the customer itself will have access to that your software to able to track their goods. They are already using it on Jumia. So for all these dispatch riders that they delay in delivering of customers' goods and everything, it's frustrating. So there are some companies already using that software to run their business, that you can actually track your goods wherever your goods are at the moment and at any time. In your own convenience, you can easily track it, no stress and everything. Now when it is delivered, it will show on your phone, just the way you enter Uber. Beginning of the trip, there will be like start trip. At the end of the trip, they will tell you trip end, any comments and everything. So that is that same software. So it's just for it to circulate around the nation. The current examples of telematic systems in vehicles: it diagnoses electronics, intelligent electric vehicle, charging controllers and power consumption monitors. When they decide, when they turn on the vehicle, it will show to indicate that this particular vehicle is actually on at the moment. Global navigation of satellite system, that is wherever the vehicle are, you can easily from your system to know where the vehicle. So like I said, so automated car safety warnings. Probably they want to steal or to run away with your truck, it will alert you that there's a theft that's about to take place. On board, internet data connection, I've mentioned it, satellite radio, these are all the components of the device. So when installing your the company which they are installing for you, we carry you through, they will tell you all the processing and what the software is actually contain and everything. So it depends on the tracking company or the telematics company solution that you want to use. They will surely take you through the whole software, they will explain everything to you and everything that it entails. So it depends on the chip which they are using. So I'll be talking about the benefit of telematics in the fleet management. Like I said, there is no fleet management if there is no telematics. You understand, because they work together. So the benefit of telematics, it increased efficiency, real-time communication coupled with routing or a routing app on your system. So the issues of your driver diverting vehicles or doing their own jobs and all that, it will cut that off. So your driver will know that their trucks are tracked, so they will not be able to carry out such activities on your vehicle. It also improves safety because the harsh behavior sensor alert, whenever your driver drives anyhow, it will show on your system that this particular driver on this particular trip, drive roughly in so place, to show you. So this will able to caution your drivers to able to know the way they are actually driving and everything. And if they are over speeding, it will show the amount of speed. If the speed is too much, it will show that this particular truck, the speed limit, it will show that it's beyond the normal speed limit the driver should run. So this will increase job satisfaction also. The time of delivery will not be delayed. You can easily know that within 1 hour this particular goods would have gotten to your client's place, and your clients too at their own side, they will know that in like 45 minutes, just the way Jumia, you have been buying things from Jumia or Konga, they will call you in like 2 hours, you get your goods and all that. Or if you order goods from if you order China goods, they will tell you this particular good is leaving China airport and we get to Lagos so. Once it gets to Lagos, they will tell you that your goods have arrived and it will be delivered to you in 2 days. So all these things, you have it in your with you, and it's so easy and so convenient for you to run your business, even with your client and your driver, for you to manage your company effectively. So it increases job satisfaction, it reduces operating costs, because this software, like I said, in maintenance, it has built to a level that it can diagnose the whole vehicle, for you to know what is wrong with the vehicle. So if your driver is lying, if your mechanic is lying, you will surely know. So it will help you to even repair your vehicle on time than you having a downtime repairing your vehicle. It will help you to monitor your fuel as well, the number of fuel you need to use. So if your driver is thinking or having in mind that they want to steal diesel, it cannot be done, because immediately they open the tank, it will show from the system that they are actually draining the fuel. So you can see that it is very, very, very efficient, and it's very, very good. It's something you need to have to run your fleet business. It monitors safety habits. I've said that earlier. If your driver is rough, it will show. It will indicate that this particular driver is rough. Then schedule alert of repair. When it is due time for servicing, it will indicate you that this particular truck, all these cars, you could see them, they've even they've already programmed in some cars and some modern cars that, if you have oil shortage, it will indicate that oil shortage, it will give you a message, something like that will appear on your system in the control panel, that this particular vehicle needs oil check, engine oil check, and everything that you should check, low, it will indicate it for you. So all this too, and it's also help insurance. If your insurance is due or your vehicle papers are due for renewal, it will show you. So it depends on what you pay for. So the software has different features. So it depends on what you really needed at that moment, you needed and can afford. So because it has many different software applicable to that device, so it is what you pay for that you will have access to. And it also help you to know drivers that are good, in order for you, if you want to appreciate your drivers, it will show you from the reports, it will show you the driver that is good. It will indicate, it will show you, it will explain everything to you, the way the driver drives, the speed limit, it will show, and this will help you to retain good drivers. So it is something that you need to have in your vehicle. And enhance security. On this issue that are doing away with goods, for instance, for those that are running tanker business, those that are carrying fuel and diesel, it is so sad. I see it often and I feel so bad. After loading from the farm, before getting to where they are going to deliver that oil, they would have parked somewhere and take out of bring out some content of what they are taking to where they are going. It might be 100 liters. Only God knows how many liters those people steal away from those tanks before they deliver them. All these are shortage to the customer, to the owner, to the distributor, and to where the depot they are taking it to. They will look so unfaithful. So I see it often, and I don't know how at this time and age that they are not making use of tracking system, for them to know the level of what they have inside the vehicle before they deliver it. So this is a take note. So it's time that we need to start letting people to understand the importance of telematics. Telematics and fleet managers, like I said earlier, let me just summarize it. So take your time to go through your handouts. It is very, very important for you to have this knowledge. Like I said, in like a year or 2 years to come, it is something that everybody needs to have. You need to have it. You need to have the knowledge and the understanding of telematics. You need to start telling people, even your private cars, start installing them, installing trackers in your vehicles. It is very good for you, and you will enjoy it very well. So, telematics and fleet management. The entire fleet of transport vehicle, from trucks to vans to cars or ship, can be tracked, like I said. Diagnosed to optimize maintenance, fuel management, driver downtime, safety, financing. This can lower costs and risks inherent in fleet investment, transportation efficiency, productivity, and regulatory compliance. Like I said earlier, it is something, when you go through your handouts, you will see the importance and the value of telematics. As a fleet manager, urge your company to go to have it. With it, you will be at peace. Like the accident that happened yesterday, it was so obvious because that the driver, the speed limit was high from Agbara to where he has already reached 2,000 meters, so speed limit. So it is so high, a long truck for that matter. So it is obvious that the driver was actually overspeeding. So the way it functions, it depends on the service provider that you are using, or the software solution company that you want them to work for you. We have different companies that they are actually installing devices for your vehicle, and all of them have their own different features that they use to run. So that is another, so that is between you and your service and the service company that you want to use for your vehicle. There are a lot of them, and if you need help for which one is good or which one should you use, you can contact me. I have 1 or 2 of them that are very, very good, and their device doesn't get spoiled on time, because they are cheap devices that get spoiled easily. Within 1 year you have to change it and all that, and their renewal is so cheap. So with that one, you can contact me. I can put you through and introduce 1 or 2 or 3 to you. And these devices ensure that you are on 4G, request for a 4G. So in order not to have break in transmission, and now that they are bringing in 5G, it will be very fast, but with 4G it can run very well and very effective. So that is for telematics. I hope you enjoyed it. There are images that will show you the way it is being run and everything. I mean, the whole processing and the advantages. There's an image that I actually attached to it. I'll show you. See it. Can you see it? The fueling, the maintenance, and all. So all this, take your time to go through your handouts. It will help you. I've compiled this so well that it will be easy for you to run. So one other thing I need to mention to you is insurance. If you are running a fleet business, it is very, very important for you to insure your vehicle. You insure your company. You need to have a good in transit. You need to have a fidelity insurance. The goods in transit covers the goods that you carry on your vehicle. It could be human beings, as in, just make sure that your vehicle, your company is insured at least to, like, let's say 100 million worth of insurance. Depend on the kind of goods you want to carry or the kind of service you are running. But make sure you have a goods in transit, a very valid one. Then a fidelity insurance in case of any form of disaster that occur that affects your vehicle. And at the same time, make sure that your vehicles are insured. Some do third party, while some do comprehensive, and some just do police let me pass. Police naming pass will not benefit you in any way, because all these 7,000 naira, 8,000 naira kind of insurance, they cannot give you money if anything happens. So I would advise, if you can do that of comprehensive with, you know, anything. So in case when you want to make your claim, you have upper hand, you know, you will not pay, they will pay you more because you have a comprehensive insurance. So comprehensive insurance is very key when running business. And you need to understand, even some insurance company like Leadway, they will ask you that, did you track your truck? So it makes that job even easier. Either of you, like, okay, what happened and all that. So with the record of your from your software, from your device, from your system, they will just request for it. So when they see it, they were able to calculate it, the speed limit and what really happened, and it will even make their work easier. Some insurance company are actually asking if your vehicles are actually insured. So you see that it's actually tracked. So you see that telematics is going so far. So it is something that we need to have. So now I've come to that. This is just a take home for you. And I know many of you have been waiting for it. When you have in Lagos, like I said, there are some things that they will not teach you. When you go to all these big logistics transport schools, they won't teach you, they won't mention it to you. But I want you to understand, they will only teach you based on the way, most of them uses London syllabus or Australia syllabus or Indian. But they will not explain to you, in London they don't have Agro. The last man might not be disturbing them. They might not have LASMA, they will not have VIO, they will not have all that, they will not have tax force. So I want you to understand something. When it comes to fleet business in Lagos or Nigeria as it is now, there is something you need to understand. Apart from your degree, apart from all the professional courses that you run, I am a woman and I don't know how I'm finding it so easy. It's not really easy at first, but with time, I got used to it. I cannot mention how many police stations that I've entered in this Lagos. So I don't get even so, and I've used myself to level that I confront area boys. What I went to do yesterday, I went to settle with area boys, I settled police, I settled ASMA, and I left the police. Compared to a manager that you now wear white collar, you are speaking English. You can't speak English to the area boys. You cannot speak English to area boys. So there are ways and manner you need to approach issues when they come like that. So one thing, you need to train your drivers whenever they have any breakdown on the road. First and foremost, let your driver understand, let them take ownership of their vehicle. Let them take ownership, let them realize that vehicle is theirs too, that's their office. So let them take, when they are out, they need to take responsibility of that particular vehicle. So let them take ownership of it. So when they are being approached, firstly, by an area boys, please train them to a level that when they see them, they should be calm. They will shout, hey, hey, hey. If it's Yoruba, calm. If it's Pidgin, calm down. I will give you money. Don't remove anything from my truck. I will give you money. Calm down. Calm down. They will still be shouting. Don't break anything from my vehicle. If you break from my vehicle, I will not give you anything. Calm down. Calm down. Why some used to have money in their truck, like maybe they're buying drinks and all that, say, sure you want drink. So you make sure that you don't come down from your vehicle. Just train them to stay right in their vehicle. Calm down, I will give you money. Calm down, I will give you money. When you're saying calm down, okay, where your oga? Make I talk to your oga. Who be your oga? Calm down. Make I talk to your oga. So the first thing they need to do, try to look for whosoever looks like an head. Bring your oga, make we talk. Calm down. So when you do that, someone will surely say, yeah, talk to me. So when you are able to draw the face of that person, talk to the person. Let your driver talk to the person. In that process, alert your motormates. Let the motormates look for any police officer that is very near to you. You need to be smart enough to look for any official. It could be soldier, anyone that you see. Look for them immediately. Look, because they will still come. Or better still, if your company have a relationship with any government official, call them immediately. That you are having, call the driver, need to call the management that this is the situation of things at the moment. They will contact the people that they know, then they will deploy people down to that state. It now depends on the kind of issue that happens. If it's just normal breakdown, it's very easy. Just tell your driver, I'm my tire, I will give you something, and then make I finish this thing. Be always, don't allow them to, because mostly what they do is, the first thing they do, they want to remove your battery, the vehicle battery away. Just tell them, if you remove anything from this motor, I'm not going to give you anything. So who be your guy? Try to look for them. You always have a head. There's always someone heading them. So tell them, let me see your guy. Make I see your guy, make I talk to your guy. I go settle you money, no be problem. I go give you money. So through that, you know how to negotiate with them. They might tell you 200,000, turn it to play, no be 5. You turn it to play, got 10,000, no worry, I go give 5K. And when I pass again tomorrow, you know, that kind of tricks. Those are the best way to address them. And always make sure that there's a police officer or a soldier or any military man standing with you to protect you. So we need to understand it. So there's always a head. You need to take note of that. So you will negotiate with them. Some I said is stealing. Some, if it's night, they might want to steal. But if you are running, if you are driving outside Lagos, you can go with an escort. You can employ escorts. They might take 5,000 for you. Depends on the trip, the hours of the trip. If you can pay them. Look for an escort to go with your truck if it's night trip. In order for you not to pay much. So all these things we need to understand it. And when it comes to police, our advice: have a friend, a top friend police. Talk to your colleagues, talk to people that you know that they should recommend one for you. Someone that you can talk to, someone that you can relate to. But in absence of that, when you see them, approach them. Talk to them lightly. They listen. Yeah, they actually listen. They'll collect money, but they listen. They actually listen. So you might say that who is the IPO of the case, that you want to talk to the IPO. Bring the IPO down. IPO, see. So you have to come down to that level, not speaking English. Not like you're going there, you're carrying big phone, they will bill you. So you come down to that level, speak pidgin. Go rough with them in order for you to go. And that's the same thing applies to LASMA. You need to have a friend. A top friend. They might own your truck vehicle once, make friendship with them, collect their number. Make sure you end every issue on a good note, on a good relationship, and whenever they leave you, remember to call back to say thank you. Create a relationship with them. When you have a relationship with them, they will help you to solve every issue. And there are some that you might have a top officials like LASMA, VIO and all that you'll be giving like tip. Maybe in a month you can just give them, just send like 20K to them, like just for the sake of whenever you have issue. So whenever you have issue, you can easily call the person, say I have issue, and the person will use this influence to bail you out. So that's another trick I want you to understand. So I hope that this class helps so much. And if you have any questions, I'm so available today to answer all your questions and any feedback. And if this training has helped you one way or the other, kindly recommend me and tell others about it. Thank you so much for taking your time, thank you for taking your time, and thank you for choosing TBCS Logistics Solution training, to equip you and to enlighten you about fleet management. This is the last training, last teaching. Tomorrow is the last day, which has to do with your assessment and submission and review of your project. Thank you so much. I remain Bashan Oluwatoyin, founder TBCS Logistics Solution. Thank you, and bye for now.